Season 4 of MLB The Show is quickly approaching, and there's definitely some things you guys can be doing right now before Season 4 actually comes out to help set yourself up for Season 4. So once it drops, you guys can start progressing through everything in the XP program, all the other programs very quickly. And along with giving you guys a few things to do before Season 4 comes out, I also want to go over a couple very important details that you guys need to know about Set 4 cards and also just Season 4 in general. And right when Season 4 comes out, we're going to be dropping a ton of videos on the channel, so make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button to follow along and not miss anything. But let's go ahead and now get into everything you guys need to know about Season 4. So Season 4, we know right now, is from August 31st through November 3rd. And this is important to know because November 3rd is actually through the end of the MLB season. I was kind of thinking it would stop maybe just as the playoffs were starting or like mid-playoffs, but no, this goes on through the end of the playoffs, so keep that in mind. And the key thing that I wanted to bring up in this part, and this is going to be really good news for all of you guys, is that Set 4 cards will actually be usable the rest of the seasons in MLB The Show 23 because there are going to be 6 seasons in total, and they already confirmed that the 6th season is actually going to be a season where all cards from any sets are going to be usable. So Set 4 cards are obviously going to be usable in Season 4, but then they're also going to be usable in Season 5, as you guys can see on the screen right there. But then in that 6th and final season, you can use any set card, so Set 4 will be usable then too. So literally, you do not have to worry about wild carding any Set 4 cards, which is super, super nice to have. And, this might draw up the price on some of these Set 4 cards because now people don't have to worry about, well, these cards aren't going to be usable later on. I have to wild card them if I want to keep them. Well, all of these cards, Set 4, Set 5, Set 6, all of these cards will be usable for the rest of the year, which is super nice. Now I want to go over a few things you guys can be doing right now to help set yourself up for success in Season 4. And the first thing I want to mention is finish the XP reward path if you haven't already. And I say this because, as you guys just saw right there, there are the head start rewards that we've been getting at the start of every new season, right? So these were at the very beginning of Season 3, you could have gotten these rewards for doing stuff within Season 2. So finishing the XP reward path, finishing the May monthly awards program, the Kaiju program, the Incognito program, and then also I think that's getting one Set 2 collection card as well. So if you did all of that, you would get those head start rewards, which included 30,000 XP in the Season 3 XP program, and I think we're going to get the same thing. We got this at the end of Season 1 too, so I think it's just going to be a thing all year. So definitely focus on finishing the XP reward path, also knocking out like the monthly awards program, a couple of the other bigger programs, and then also get 1 or 2 of these Set 3 collection cards for sure. The next thing I would recommend you guys start paying attention to now, up until Season 4, is that for some of these programs or collections, like this Set 3 collection that I'm showing you guys now, if you guys are close to an XP reward in any of these, I would wait to complete whatever it is until the very start of Season 4. So then along with that bonus XP you might get for finishing the XP reward path, getting that bonus head start rewards, you can also maybe get another, 15 to 20k XP just from locking in cards or finishing off a program super quickly. That's really up to you. So like some of these programs here, so the Moonshot program or number retirement, you get this at 5,000. If you're at 97 stars, hold off on that, and then get that 100th star, get the 5,000 XP right when Season 4 drops. Moonshot, I haven't even started, so that's something that I'm going to start grinding and then stop right before I get to some of those XP goals and then finish those once Season 4 drops. The same goes for Team Affinity, although Team Affinity is a little bit trickier to stop before each XP goal, but just try your best to, because there is a good amount of XP you can just stop right as, if you're still working on this program, but right before Season 4, and then once that drops, try to get those XP goals as quickly as possible. For the core collection, for example, for me, I have all 180 cards. I just haven't collected them. So I'm going to, at the very beginning of Season 4, I'm going to collect all 180 of these and get an extra 10,000 XP. So this is just a really good example of something that I'm going to do. And with a new season means new Team Affinity programs. So something you guys could be doing right now to actually save and then progress through the Team Affinity program right when Season 4 drops is March to October. And basically what you want to do is play through the season, but then stop by the a little bit before the playoffs, actually. And then what you want to do is save the season, and then right when Season 4 drops, you'd go back in and complete the season, and then basically you progress a ton through some of these Team Affinity programs. So that's something you guys can be doing now to get a head start in Team Affinity Season 4, but then something else you guys can be doing, so then right when Season 4 drops, you can get a head start, another head start in these Team Affinity programs here, is to start to stack some Team Affinity, players for these Team Affinity exchanges. So if we go on in here, at the time of the recording of this video, Live Series cards, except like the mid-90 Live Series cards, they're all going for quick sell value. And this is important to note because the cost of these cards you can exchange should go up quite a bit, I would imagine, at the start of the season, because tons of people will be rushing to buy all of these cards to complete the exchanges, which will only drive up the prices on these cards. So if you guys are looking at these cards, right before Season 4 comes out, and they're still going for like quick sell value pretty cheap, and you want to do the exchanges, I would just buy them now. You might as well put in a ton of buy orders and start stacking. You could also think about selling off some Set 2 cards just because they're, as we know, they're going to be unusable very soon. I actually have a full video out on this now, but especially if you guys want a lot of stubs to start off Season 4, then it probably makes sense to sell off especially some of the expensive Set 2 cards. So, try to build up that stub count so you're ready for the new season, just probably by selling off some of these cards. And kind of going off of that last point, also just try to build up your stub count as much as possible this last few days of Season 3 heading into Season 4. So whether that means flipping cards or however else you guys make lots of stubs, or even just going through your inventory, going through all your duplicate Live Series cards, selling them off, all your other, just various set cards that you guys don't, need, don't use, then go ahead and sell those off as well. Go through your equipment, go through your sponsorships, jerseys, all of that kind of stuff. Go through and sell off everything, all duplicates, and then also just anything you guys don't need. Try to get those stubs up, flip cards, all of that kind of stuff, because there's going to be a ton of cards you guys want day one of Season 4. We've seen that for all of these other seasons, so I don't think that's going to change at all. And once the Season 4 XP reward path drops, if you guys want lots of stubs, I would absolutely recommend grinding out that XP path as quickly as you possibly can, and then get some of these sellable cards like the first boss card right here at 250 XP. Try to get this within the first few days that it drops, because then you can go ahead and sell this card and make a bank on them, because as we know, all of these cards that are sellable that you get from this XP path just tank more and more as each day passes. So, and they're going to pretty much go down to quick sell value. So you want to get these cards as quickly as you possibly can. So that's why I think the XP bonuses and everything that I went over before is going to help you guys do this. And you're going to be able to sell these cards. And if you want to go ahead and buy them back later, if you want them, go ahead and do that. Buy them a few weeks after the season starts, or a month after the season starts, and you're gonna buy them back for probably around quick sell value after you sold them for basically their peak value. So that's something that's super, super important to keep in mind, and a way to make lots of stubs. And that's pretty much what I recommend you guys do before Season 4, just to give you guys a good head start on all the Season 4 stuff, the XP stuff, some of the programs, and all of that. And yeah, you're going to be making a good amount of stubs along the way too. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like I said before, we're going to be putting out a lot of Season 4 videos, so not going to want to miss any of those. But I do appreciate you guys for sticking around to the end of this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.